As K1 the Ultimate truly ignored his wife, Emmanuella Rocco. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. All right, what I said earlier is what a lot of people have been talking about, and some have dropped comments on that line on this particular platform. And I walked into a program, I saw a program yesterday rather, where someone was discussing it extensively about the fact that Emmanuella was not treated fairly, from what we have seen so far since Mama passed away. May Mama still rest in perfect peace. Now, of course, we are going to analyze it based on everything we've seen on social media, definitely. When Ajike came into the picture, that's Emmanuella, of course, there was uproar. Alhaji was very married and he's still married to his previous wife, which if he doesn't want to get married to Titi anymore, it's over 2 years that they separated. There's a ground for divorce. And even trust Alhaji, some people get divorced even within 6 months or 1 year, but he refused to divorce her. At least we've not heard anything along that line. And the royal treatment he gave to her, I will call it a royal treatment because a lot of us were open like this. Is Titi really back? But Titi fi handkerchief no ju okoe. Tí Emmanuella tí K1 náà ní kí Emmanuella jókòó sẹ́sẹ̀ tó wá ní kí Títí náà jókòó Títí ní I'm okay, I'm fine. Now, I think as women, I always say it, we are not doing this podcast to to deface Emmanuella, no. And like I always say, any tó bá wà down lane can be up tomorrow. Life is very, very fluid. Life is not a block. It's very fluid. We don't know what can happen tomorrow. We don't know what circumstances can change tomorrow. So with that, we walk in that perspective and, that line of wisdom. Yes, let me put it like that. So when she came into the picture, of course, a lot of things have happened and all of that. I can always say, if you want to date a man, it's better for you to be a man you don't know his wife. Because if you preach from today to tomorrow, this is not a church. It's not a church that will tell you don't date a married man. To ba mo po ni aya to fe fi gbe, charisma e gbe, already koju e bo, obi ko ready what, but je good náà lórí nbe already. Go ahead with it. Okay, so for your marriage, even with single man, is a package that you don't know the container. A lot of people are second wives. They have it for Kombale. They are enjoying their matrimonial homes. A lot of people have single wives in a monogamous setting. Ojú wọn ti ṣí bọ́lẹ̀, ojú wọn ti bó dànù. So, to each according to our own need. So, because they were familiar, they were casual friends, and Emmanuella was Titi's customer, people were pissed off. And they were common friends here and there, kind of. So, Ronye Pogon and all of that. And I think that's the black grey hair. To buy Emmanuella or more Titi ni, I think the bashing on her would not be this much that people have been giving her, So it's just the case of Mercy Aigbe and Adeoti, who was familiar with his wife, with their family friends before Laga Wonu Lugo. So it is what it is. And even these days now, a lot of women are now very extra careful of their wives, their husband, picking an interest in their friends. I will tell you as a woman, your self-esteem must be very, very high. Whether you are fine, whether your face is not fine, whether you don't have a fine skin, whether you are fair or you are dark, whether you're educated or non-educated, whether you're successful or not successful, your self-esteem must always be top-notch. We see a lot of very successful women, beautiful women, they don't have self-esteem. Their self-esteem level is very low. Whereas you can have some ambelon women, the standard they've set for them in their own rights, they don't go below it. They will tell you, mopping stick. Tó máa fi mí ṣe okay tí wà tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá níjà wàá máa rọra ẹ̀mí ródóródóródó tẹ́ wá parí ìjà tó ń sìn wàá fojú mi gbolẹ̀ wàá fi mí gbọn cobwebs That's one lesson I want everybody to learn. From what we saw, Alhaji did not give any preferential treatment to Emmanuella. From all the videos, patapata. Should we start from the burial gangan? Títí sí Emmanuella lójú. Ké wọ́n ní kí Ella jókòó sẹ́sẹ̀ àwọn, wọ́n tún wá pe Títí náà. So he invited both of them to sit on their laps. Títí did not agree. Emmanuella agreed. When they got to the car, tó fẹ́ máa lọ, Alhaji sọ fún Títí kó jókòó síwájú, kẹ́là jókòó sẹ́yìn. So there was no, but new wife. On the day of the 8 days, well, let's say when people were coming to pay condolence visits, we saw Ella ushering people into the house. Yes, we saw that. And people are like, he doesn't live there, she doesn't live there, nobody lives with K1. That's their problem. They're married couples. Whether they come and go, the way they said comes and goes, that's how they want it, right? Okay. Now, on the day of the party, everybody ní kétra títí ẹ̀, wọ́n fẹ́ everybody láǹgù títí ẹ̀ pé ẹ máa ṣayé yín bó bá ṣe wù yín ní kẹ́ ṣe. Bàbá dẹ̀ ra ṣe kí ni? Bàbá ò lose guard, ó ra jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ìrọ̀gbà yé ká. Baba turned the whole place around to be like, I'm in control. When it comes to showbiz, Agba Bola ni K1. He can twist things to his own interest, which he did. And I like the fact that he did. And he didn't just do that. He also, there were one videos here that are comprehensively. He took time to serenade his siblings, his family members that were there. You need to watch it. Those places were not really highlighted in most videos, but if you watch the long-term videos on YouTube, you will see it. What we know is that now, for any woman that you're coming into polygamy, be ready for the worst. Like I'm always saying, Emmanuella might not feel good today, rightly so. Ariboshe Konramoni photographer, which ideally as a woman of class on her own, she should have just said, sorry, I don't like the picture, or okay, just drop the picture, but please don't raise it up, or okay, I'll give you something, thank you very much, but I would like to keep it and not use it at the party. There's a way. Unlike, I'm not taking it. I refer to me, it's okay, Ella on shoku. The Ella on shoku yen, and to a joku, show a win, even Mama to joku yen, gon show one lot joku time from joku ni. But she was angry. She was full of frustration and aggression. So she had a way to let out the steam. That's one thing talking in Masoeda. Yeah. If you're not careful as a woman, a man will hang your head. The lobbying me. And he can still, if you want, it gives you that control of, oh, my wife, my shekini, don't majuele po. Bye. Titi has had her own breakfast now. When Emmanuella was enjoying, she has enjoyed, let's say, a year plus. Because after a year plus, that allegedly, Emmanuella gba Alhaji létí torí pé Alhaji tó ń ṣe làgàlàgà lọ́rọ̀ arábìnrin kan. While some people said, while Baba's PA came out to say, it's not correct, it's not true, it's not shekini kan. That's almost one of the few times. But don't feel like BMG not but Alhaji debunk. Normally, Alhaji doesn't debunk things. And according to unconfirmed sources, one ní kábíyèsí kan tá fẹ́ dárúkọ wọn around Baba Tashi, to respect one full tank bàjẹ́ ní Ogun State. Àti ìkan náà àwọn ìyàwó wọn ló bá wọn dá sí pé kán bá Alhaji jọ̀ọ́ kán má fi ṣe wà wò. According to unconfirmed sources. Then, àwọn ọmọ Alhaji náà tí wọ́n gba rọ́pò mọ́ra, tí wọ́n, they were there at the wedding, we saw their first layer together and all of that, but they couldn't maintain the relationship. They said, well, stepmother, stepchildren thingy. That's what we heard. Some even said, Ofeka Alhaji ṣe báyìí fún àwọn ọmọ òun kò ṣe kinní kan, Alhaji ò ṣe torí àwọn ọmọ Alhaji Nigeria Latin School. We've picked those kind of things. And when you see the dot and the pattern, even after the burial, apart from Ella celebrating, of course, our clip said, serenade, she didn't get that full attention she thought. Look at when it was at night and Alhaji was singing. She stood there. Alhaji handed her bills of money to spray the children, which she did. But our other friends were right behind her, waiting that it would be, you know, Alhaji ma focus ori ìyàwó and one of my siya and everything, but it didn't happen. So now all she's been sharing on her page, of course, is thank yous to all those that attended, styling for the party, which is beautiful. She used very good jewelry, very good outfits, and carriage, everything. Makeup was top notch, very good. Nobody can say that she fell short at all. And also, she had her own support system. Like I said, we had Olori Sekinat and Olori Mariam, who were with her. And also, except that, on the other side, Madam Titi has been sharing videos. She has been sharing videos of her children giving their father a beautiful head massage. Just now, we are going to drop that very shortly. Another video of Damilola, Barrister Damilola, and the younger children all going to have a beautiful, I think, brunch, lunch, or breakfast at one high upscale, you know, eat out space in VI. Bonding with the Marshall girls. So, and also Titi dressing up, and she's been playing love songs. If you check her page, you know, she's always attending events. The love songs, don't you see, Olagbara. And so both of them in common have been sharing their businesses, which is what I like. Have the one you are doing actively, have the one you're not, so that even if a man serve you breakfast, you go cry, go sit down for your shop the next day. Or you go cry, go sit down for your desk at the office the next day. Or if you are a farmer as a woman, or whatever it is you are doing, you are a real estate developer. Because this life, breakfast will not announce to you when it's coming. That is the cocoa. Alhaji's body language has changed. It has really changed. And even when they were together, we said it, I think, some days ago, that the chemistry, Sherry Alhaji, she serenade their life. These are first, if I'm not mistaken, these are first layer that she's doing with them. But man for work, any money. Even at that, you can't see both of them being touchy. No, they don't do touchy. But the chemistry, except I told you about the lady, chemistry to Lara Alhaji àti Fathia. That chemistry is just there. I can imagine their comeback ta. Serious gone. Serious gone. And I'm always telling us women, talk about for any breakfast, je. E just bara yin so nínú ilé. E má gbé wá social media. That is a big plus. That Titi has used to win Alhaji back. A big plus. Whatever he was looking for in Ella that he thought he was going to find, and he didn't find it, he had to go back. He had to go back to the other woman. He had to go back. So, Titi knows the breakfast here. But Emmanuella no wọlé Titi lose weight ni. Emmanuella no, ilé ìtorí no. I know things are not looking very good between you and your husband. We have actually a lot of marriages, relationships, and all when they are trying to cement things and all of that. And Alhaji doesn't like to pretend. It's just going to be a short while. Remember, Lakoto Wale, when the rumor came out that you were dating Alhaji, when you lost your father and Alhaji plays there, Alhaji debunked it. I'm a big clip in here. Alhaji debunked it in the presence of SSP and late Dudu Heritage. Rárá o, kò sí nǹkan láàrin wa àti àwọn èèyàn gbérùmọ̀, kò sí nǹkan láàrin wa àti. Meanwhile, what Alhaji ti ń fúnra yín ta. Kò pé 6 months lẹ́yìn yẹn ló wọlé. But she wedding fún ẹ, ta gbọ́ date wedding. Kó tó di pé wọ́n fi wedding fún ẹ ní November. So, as your obìnrin, ẹ má bu ẹ́ là ń bí o. It's not a boo-boo time. She's having her own downtime. Studying the man. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ṣé ní gbogbo àwọn ìyàwó tó ti lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ti jẹ season. Títí ọ̀hún gan ti jẹ season. Òun náà ti ní season títí ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run kọ́ lóhun ní òun kàn máa come back ni. Alhaji ò dẹ̀ ń sábà come back pẹ̀lú obìnrin tó bá ti lọ. So this is your time of humility. When you marry a man who is an institution, if you don't marry what he loves, the people he loves and his entirety. The tatata is not what makes a man stay. Yálà, ó ti lọ lé ọkọ kan, ó ti lọ méjì, wọ́n ló ti lọ mẹ́ta sí mẹ́rin, but I don't want to believe that. So when you've done 1 or 2 marriages, even 1 marriage, so your experience ló máa gbé wọ next one, ọpọlọ ló máa fi love, kò ń ṣe heart ẹ. Ọpọlọ ló máa fi love. A man that is opinionated, that is self-made, like one, you want to enter his life, you enter like like a dove. And what he loves is what you put at the forefront. That is it. Because at that party we saw, Titi Gbegba Oroke. And at this time, it's not by doing shakara, I'm telling you, anybody can do video and show their shops and show their smiling thing and show their smiling thing. Every woman wants to be loved by the man in her life, especially her husband. And if a woman at this age, with all the gbasgbos you are collecting from people outside, that ko gbọ́kọ ni, tó bá kébi tí wọ́n náà wá tó ti kúrò, tó bá kó dùn ni, ṣó máa kúrò ńbẹ̀. And the man is still not giving you the attention you deserve. Baby girl, self-love activated. That's all I can say. The self-love, you'll rediscover yourself. Whatever is hurting you, heal from it. And make up your mind. Pé marriage yìí, I go nowhere. Learn. Èèyàn kan ti ju template sílẹ̀. Alhaji ti fẹ́ yàwó bí 7 tẹ́lẹ̀. If not more than. Pick some things, pick pieces, and use it to your advantage. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kan wá, ọ̀rẹ́ kan ṣe, the ìyálé is back. So tó bá ní o fẹ́ jà, o fẹ́ ṣe kinní kan, so olúkálùkù ti lọ ilé wọn. And you know Alhaji, the kind of man he is. Alhaji òràn ọgbà ni bàbá. Respectfully o. So nobody praise Alhaji. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ ṣe déédé. Ẹ ti fẹ́ wọlé, kò ń ṣe girlfriend yín mọ́. Ẹ ti lọ tọrọ Emmanuella. So she's a wife. So if you have to be fair, all we're going to tell you is ẹ ṣe déédé láàrin àwọn méjèèjì. Ẹ bá drop comment in the comment section. Ire àtọ́lá fún èmi àti yín, ire.